Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia Malone, and thank you for watching TCM Imports. Tonight, we have a double feature of two groundbreaking experimental films directed by notable French filmmakers. Soon, we'll watch Sans Soleil, a free-form documentary by Chris Marker from 1983. But first, we have Louis Malle and Black Moon from 1975. Malle himself described this as a strange journey to the edges of the medium, or perhaps my own limits, and it stands out from the rest of his filmography for being a surreal fantasy. Malle was feeling inspired after working with actress Tracey Guisset on La Comme Lucienne and told the 70-something-year-old actress that he wanted to cast her in a bigger role. She suggested they make a movie where people don't talk, which Malle thought was a strange suggestion, but it lodged in his brain, so much so that he started having dreams about Guisset sleeping in his bed. As he explained, these weren't erotic dreams, she was just in his bed and refused to get out. After that, Malle decided that he should challenge himself by delving into surrealism, with Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland being another source of inspiration. In the lead role, Malle cast an actress he thought looked like Alice's big sister, Katherine Harrison, granddaughter of Rex Harrison. She plays Lily, a young woman caught in a dystopian gender war who finds refuge in an old house where a brother and sister live. Both are named Lily, played by Alexandra Stewart and Joe D'Alessandro. Tracey Guisset is a mysterious older woman who speaks in a different language and doesn't leave her bed. Malle used his actual countryside house as the location, which he said was a terrible idea, but it was exactly what he'd envisioned while writing the script. With cinematography by Sven Nykvist from 1975, let's journey through the looking glass to watch Black Moon. Wow, certainly an experimental film, and even director Louis Malle had difficulty trying to describe Black Moon, calling it a mythological fairy tale taking place in the near future. He explained that he tried to film without analyzing what exactly he was filming, focusing on showing the emotions and fears around puberty. There was no sound recordist on set. Malle recorded the soundtrack later, creating both a French and an English version. Originally, Malle wanted to cast Terence Stamp for the role of Brother Lily, but after he declined, Joe D'Alessandro was chosen. Malle mentioned he was never sure if D'Alessandro fully understood what Black Moon was about, but Katherine Harrison, who played Lily, was very comfortable with experimentation. Despite any possible confusion related to Black Moon, D'Alessandro was no stranger to experimental film, having starred in several underground movies made by Andy Warhol and Paul Morrissey. Anyway, I hope you're comfortable with experimentation, because coming up next on TCM Imports, we have another mind-bending film for you, a unique travelogue documentary directed by Chris Marker. Stay tuned.
Next on TCM, Sans Soleil, then Mexican Spitfire at sea, and later, 3 daring daughters. Sisters are doing it for themselves on TCM today.